He turned her over on her back, grabbed her chin, and held her head up and then slashed her throat. He stabbed the blade further into the woman's neck and started to cut straight through. He decapitated her. Blood spilled all over the carpet and bed and splashed the ceiling and walls. He threw his dead mother's head around the room. Then he stuck it on top of the mantelpiece. Blood from the head slopped all over. He screamed and yelled at the head. Then he grabbed a handful of darts and started to throw them one by one into the dead face and head. He took out his pocket knife and carved out the woman's larynx. Then he pushed it down the garbage disposal. He went back to the body and cut it to pieces. He hid the whole bloody mess in the woman's own closet and set about cleaning the room. Iceberg, this is what I want you to be thinking about tonight when you go to the ring, except for the part about cleaning the room. Somebody else can do that, but I want them to be forced to do that because I want David Young not to just stain the ring, but to stain the whole arena with his blood. I want to hear his wailing and weeping and gnashing of teeth. This is the night, Iceberg. David Young, tonight, that ring is going to be a place of torment for you, a place of everlasting punishment. So tonight, maybe you better make sweet love to your wife one last time and kiss your young, innocent boy and let him know his daddy loves him. Because David Young, you may not come home tonight. You may not ever come home again. Because tonight, one-on-one, I'm unleashing the iceberg. And what that means, David Young, is you don't have very long to live. You know what to do, Iceberg. You know what to do. You are a killer. A killer, Iceberg. A killer. A killer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's edition of your #1 professional wrestling alternative, NWA Wildside. I'm Dan the Dragon Wilson, going to be joined a little bit later by Stephen Prazak, my broadcast colleague. But first, in case you missed last week, your main event saw from Ocala, Florida, representing the Funking Conservatory, the Royal Stud Adam Windsor and high-flying Paul London, accompanied to the ring by legendary Dory Funk Jr., and they took on the most dominant tag team in Wildside history, Rain Man and Homicide. Blackout. The Funky Conservatory tag team titles were on the line. Jeff G. Bailey tried to get involved in the match. Dory Funk Jr. pulled him off the apron, delivered 2 of his patented forearm shots, and locked him in the fabled spinning toe hold. While this distraction was taking place for Blackout, on the outside, in through the front door came Rick Michaels and David Young. A bad attitude reunion? It looked like everything was peachy keen in the camp of Rick Michaels and David Young, despite Michaels' trust issues in the past. We saw a spine buster on Homicide, a double shot on Rain Man, and Adam Windsor and Paul London defeated Blackout to become the new Funkin' Conservatory Tag Team Champions. All this while Dory Funk Jr. was mobbed by the NWA Elite. It was a raucous scene, a riot indeed, as Wildside Television went off the air last week. Tonight, in your main event, you saw just a little bit earlier on the show, the macabre and ominous forecast for the Wildside Heavyweight title match. David Young will step in the ring and put his title on the line against his most daunting and unstoppable challenge to date, the 600-pound, no-pain train, the beast known simply as Iceberg.
On June 19th, professional wrestling changes forever with TNA. Total non-stop action. History in the making. 52 weeks every Wednesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern. Top NWA superstars from around the world. Guest celebrities in the ring. And the luscious TNA girls. It's only $9.95. TNA. Every Wednesday starting June 19th. Wednesday nights will never be the same. Call your local cable operator or satellite provider to order.
However, since then, Lopez regained the belt from Sexton, and tonight, Rave gets an opportunity that comes around fairly rarely, a shot at the Junior Heavyweight Championship belt.
Junior Heavyweight title on the line here. Lopez, the two-time champion. You saw Jimmy Rave last week on Wildside getting involved when TNT continued their post-match attack of poor young G-rated after poor Sal Del Rio had taken the X-bomb onto the hardwood floor. Kid Cool taking a spike pile driver right on his head. They were trying to give him another. Jimmy Rave wasn't going to stand for it, especially after what TNT did to him 2 weeks ago on Wildside.
As is Jeremy Lopez's want these days, starting things off with a series of collegiate floatovers. Lopez loves doing that.
Well, Lopez is one of the finer mat technicians in all the land.
I know it's funny, but he seldom ever wins his matches by doing that.
Oh, no, Jeremy Lopez will hold on to a title or win a match by hook or by crook. If he's got to use a chain, if he's got to pull the tights, if he's got to pay off the referee, if he's got to buy a valet, I could go on and on all night, needless to say.
True, by hook or by crook, and we got a few crooks here in the dressing room of NWA Wildside.
We got a lot of crooks here in the dressing room at NWA Wildside.
Yeah, hang on your wall there, Dan. It's a jungle in there.
Done and done. Side headlock applied by Jimmy Rave. Top wrist lock by Jeremy Lopez. Arm drag takeover by Jeremy Lopez goes into an armbar.
On June 19th, professional wrestling changes forever with TNA. Total non-stop action. History in the making. 52 weeks every Wednesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern. Top NWA superstars from around the world. Guest celebrities in the ring. And the luscious TNA girls. It's only $9.95. TNA. Every Wednesday starting June 19th. Wednesday nights will never be the same. Call your local cable operator or satellite provider to order.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm Dan the Dragon Wilson along with Stephen Prazak. You're watching the #1 professional wrestling alternative in the United States, NWA Wildside. Junior heavyweight title on the line here. The two-time champion, Jeremy Lopez, defending against the former two-time champion, the original Ecstasy, Jimmy Rave. If Lopez plays by the rules, this could be a Matt Classic. However,
please, Jeremy Lopez playing by the rules. You're dreaming.
No, I thought it was. Test of strength there in the ring. Jimmy Rave gonna oblige. And that was about stupid. It wasn't about stupid, it was.
A test of stupid, that's good.
A test of stupid.
Right.
There you go. Jimmy Lopez Irish whip on Jimmy Rave. Boot to the midsection. Off the ropes comes Lopez. Rave blocks a kick, counters with a clothesline. Boot to the midsection by Rave. Float over into a cross arm breaker.
Lopez wastes no time in getting that leg over that bottom rope. Well, Rave was turning Lopez to a pretzel.
Snapmare takeover. Ever since his I Quit match from Hardcore Hell 2002 with Tony Mamaluke, Jimmy Rave has shown a side of mat work and submission wrestling that we've yet to see. At his size, if he becomes very fluent in it, it could be successful. However, if he's sloppy in the least, an expert and a veteran like Lopez is going to take him to school. That's one thing Jimmy Rave needs to work on, but he's looking very good here. Cross arm breaker again. Lopez able to clutch his fingers and block the hold.
Still a powerful series of moves from Jimmy Rave. This kind of series of moves, we would never imagined this out of Jimmy Rave just a mere couple of months ago. It's truly an entirely different competitor than the original XTC that we know and love from the year 2001.
Butterfly suplex roll through by Jeremy Lopez. Make it 2. It could be going for the 3rd time. And it's a charm. 3 repeated double underhook suplexes by Jeremy Lopez onto Jimmy Rave, working on the upper back. 2 count only.
You talked about Rave's ability to absorb punishment. My God, this guy absorbed getting hit by a car. Does it get any more devastating in pro wrestling than that? I don't think so.
Well, I think at 19 years of age, he simply got tired of wrestling that style. His body was not going to be able to continue at that rate in any shape or form. Jeremy Lopez has Jimmy Rave.
Oh, good night.
It's a kryptonite crunch maneuver there, a backdrop driver with a little variation, dropping the back of Jimmy Rave's head onto his knee. Roaring elbow by Jeremy Lopez. A little bit of that Japanese influence there. Jeremy Lopez, of course, known for his trips to Osaka Pro Wrestling in Japan.
And he'll tell you about it over and over again.
Yeah, I think the guy went on like 2 tours. And he must be showing the videotapes to everybody in the locker room 40 times. And he won't shut up about it to boot. On this, you know, I mean.
Hasn't he given you your own copy yet? He's given one to everyone else.
Oh, I got it in the mail.
Right.
A sample of Tide. Enziguri by Jimmy Rave.
Don't often see an Enziguri got committed on a competitor who's already in a sitting mode, but hell, if it works, go for it. Jeremy Lopez trying to defend his junior heavyweight championship here this evening against a former junior heavyweight champ himself in Jimmy Rave. And both competitors are feeling some ill effects of the match so far.
It's been a very back and forth match. No man really had control. Wait a minute. It's TNT.
Going after Jeremy Lopez. That's a surprise. Oh, and a super kick on Jimmy Rave. Referee Speedy Nelson calling for the bell. Oh.
What the hell is this?
Todd Sexton and Tony Stradlin taking Jimmy Rave's chance at the junior heavyweight championship and throwing it out the window. Oh,
Cradle spike pile driver by TNT. And they're attacking Jeremy Lopez too. These guys have absolutely no friends.
And they deserve no friends the way they've been acting the past couple of weeks here. Todd Sexton and Tony Stradlin.
And yet again, they're calling out the Lost Boys, pointing to the ceiling.
You probably haven't seen me in Wildside lately. It's because I've been locked up like a caged animal. I can't take it no more. All the whistles talking about line up, line up. It's getting on my nerves, man. And there's probably some punk out there messing with all my hoes. See, they need this, and I can't give it to them, man. It's unbearable, man. It's just unbearable. So everybody at Wildside, you better watch out, because the real Slim J's about to bust out. Buster.
The wrestling ability that he does possess, and quite a bit, from their travels up to Combat Zone Wrestling, as well as the Southwest United States.
Matter of fact, we've seen the OVERBOYZ here at NWA. Wow, good heavens! A slap across the chest of Gabriel by the tub of goo, Mike Page. Just say no to crack. Pull up pants up.
Tub of goo could not be a more apt description for Mike Page.
Too many guys named Page in this business. Sorry.
Snapmare takeover by Samir, tagging to Joey Corman.
The OVERBOYZ doing a number on Gabriel, one half of the Wildside Tag Team Champs. Boy, frequent tags. I would say shades of the Andersons, but I think Ole Anderson will recoil in horror seeing the OVERBOYZ in action.
The Marquis says wrestling. They wanted to see Kathy Rigby. I'm sorry. I got enough. An Ole Anderson moment. You'll have to forgive me.
Terrific. Maybe you should take some laxatives for that.
I'll do just that. Joey Corman working over Gabriel in the ring.
An Ole Anderson moment, God help us. Let's come to this.
It's better than having a Rufus off Freight Train Jones moment.
Yes, it is, sir.
Sunset flip by Gabriel, 2 count only. Clothesline by Joey Corman. And the OVERBOYZ getting down to business now, finally. After a lot of chicanery and goofing off early on in the match. but maybe that was their ploy all along. Lull the Lost Boys into a false sense of security and pounce like cats on mice.
And it's doubling and triple teaming on Gabriel, while senior official Andrew Thomas has argument with Azrael. Things are not looking too promising for the Wildside Tag Team Champs.
Gabriel sends Samir off the top rope. Twisting corner splash by Gabriel, but nobody home. And it did him far more harm than good, obviously, with nobody in the pool.
And Samir thinks he's got the number of Gabriel. Of course, it was Gabriel taking the high-risk maneuver chance, and when you take a high-risk maneuver, it's high risk on yourself as well.
Nagasateru into a sit-out facebuster.
A face full of canvas. And a leg across the throat of Gabriel, and Gabriel needs to make a tag to Azrael in the worst way. I can't believe how the OVERBOYZ are treating this so lightly. Haven't they learned within the first 5 or 6 minutes of this match that the Lost Boys are a very powerful and dangerous tag team?
Big boot to the side of the head by Samir. I just don't understand how all these teams from across the country almost mock the Lost Boys. They come in here week after week, and they take them very lightly. Teams from all over the country. What the hell?
That's okay.
It's the deal, and it always bites them in the ass.
That's okay. I hope everybody comes in here and treats the Lost Boys lightly. That ensures the Lost Boys will be Wildside Tag Team Champs for some time to come.
Double clothesline. Both men go down. Gabriel fighting hard to get in the corner.
A tag is made to Azrael, and Samir tags in as well. And fists are flying from the Angel of Death.
A very fresh Angel of Death swooping upon his prey. What a kick. Sending Joey Corman to the outside. Samir going to Gabriel.
What on earth?
Azrael sends Gabriel with a moonsault to the outside. Samir onto Azrael in the ring. Dug of a clothesline. Dug of an elbow. Boot to the midsection. And the Lost Boys have. They've got Samir up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm speechless. I don't know what to call that. They just dropped Samir square on his gourd. The winners of the match, and still Wildside Tag Team Champions, the Lost Boys.
Two for flinching. So cool. Hey, what's the deal with Sal? Is he coming back?
I don't know, man. He took a pretty hard hit last TV. Man, I've never seen him that bad off before. He was talking.
Hey, guys.
Ecstasy?
Cool?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here, stupid? We're gonna wrestle. Man, I had the weirdest dream last night. You were there? Penny, you were there? And I don't know your name, but you were there. And I don't know you. Oh, man, check this out. I had a mat. They wanted me to wear this mask. And they wanted me to draw stuff on my face. And some fat guy kept on calling me Del Rio. I just wanted to go home. I'm so glad that dream's over.
So, kid, Ecstasy. Sal, Ecstasy, you're back. You're finally back.
Back? Of course I'm Ecstasy. Who do you think I am, Rey Mysterio Jr.?
Of course not. And the G still stands for good looking.
One of the most daunting tasks any professional wrestler could ever face. 600 pounds of Iceberg. But unbeknownst to what you may have seen here, I noticed that Andrew Thomas has positioned himself by the ring bell as apparently the official timekeeper here. What's going on?
Stay over here.
NWA Vice President Bill Behrens.
A couple of weeks ago, you sent that monster out to attack me.
True.
I'm not going to get near and let it happen again. Last week, you tried to get involved in the fucking conservatory match. You got your ass handed to you then. And tonight, I'm going to make sure you don't get involved here. I've got a little surprise for you. Because tonight, you are going to be at ringside to watch this match, but you're going to have company.
Company?
Get the music.
Jeff
You're going to
Bailey
be
has company?
handcuffed to the ticking time bomb.
Oh, no.
Scotty Wren.
Oh, my goodness. Bill Behrens had said that Jeff G. Bailey has to be handcuffed to the ticking time bomb, Scotty Wren. Oh, dear. The plot thickens, and this is a really positive development. And this is probably the best piece of news that Wildside Heavyweight Champion David Young can get.
We're just going to make sure you have a good view of the ring. Have a good time.
Scotty Wren handcuffed to Jeff G. Bailey. This should happen for every match.
What a blessing it would be. Well, with the pomp and circumstance at ringside, the matter at hand is David Young and this challenge of defending the Wildside Heavyweight title against the 600-pound beast, the Iceberg. And look at ringside. I don't know if our cameras can pick it up, but the guest timekeeper for this match is Wildside senior official Andrew Thomas.
Not promising at all. Wow, forearm shot to Iceberg. And now a shoulder block. Iceberg, he's wobbling. He's a weeble, but he won't fall down. I know what it'll take to get Iceberg down. No way. Still not, Amazing he's able to kick out of that. Not surprising. David Young attempted a body slam of Iceberg.
Look at a clothesline there by David Young, going for the spine buster. And if he was to commit that feat, that would be impressive to say the least. Big spear by the 600-pound Iceberg. This man has been unstoppable.
Perhaps the most daunting task in the relatively young championship career of Wildside Heavyweight Champion David Young. What a handful.
And since coming back from Japan and pinning Mr. Pogo, Iceberg has yet to suffer a pinfall defeat. He's been defeated one time, and that was in the Cage of Horrors. At Azrael 2001, Tank simply escaped the cage. Iceberg's shoulders have yet to be pinned to the mat since he returned from Japan, since he pinned Mr. Pogo, since he pinned Abdullah the Butcher. This man is unstoppable
and
at 600 pounds of remorseless animal.
Oh, no. Iceberg has taken out that potato peeler, for lack of a better word, and is carving up the Wildside Heavyweight Champion. And speaking of that, when Iceberg defeated Mr. Pogo, Iceberg at the time had lost nearly a quart of blood, and he still pulled that off.
Look at Iceberg continually stabbing that murder weapon into the head of David Young. It's not a foreign object, it's a glorified murder weapon. It's a stabbing instrument, for God's sakes.
Grotesque. That is Iceberg in 2 syllables, and no argument here. Scotty Wren, a cheering section for David Young. Scotty Wren happily handcuffed to CEO Jeff Bailey. Bailey better be on his best behavior, or the ticking time bomb will undoubtedly explode in that rat face of his.
What a pleasure it would be, 2 weeks in a row, seeing Bailey get his ass handed to him. That's good television. Ratings, baby.
Thank you.
Iceberg, again stabbing that potato peeler. He's called it the ice pick, but it's a sharp metal object that Bailey claims was forged in the very depths of hell just for Iceberg, and I wouldn't doubt that a bit. When I look into that beast's eyes, there's no human inside that man.
Well, it looks like maybe there's 5 humans inside that man.
And none of them being his own, only humans he's eaten.
Oh, God, Young is bleeding a gusher. Iceberg obviously wants to take the wind out of the sails of the Wildside Heavyweight Champion, maybe just by sheer blood loss. He could gain a victory, or perhaps Jeff Bailey wants Iceberg to do nothing more than to permanently injure David Young, taking him out of the picture, perhaps making it easy for his hand-picked champion, Jason Cross, to move in for the kill. Bailey has a wide variety of agendas here, and I can't imagine a better henchman to pull that off than quarter-ton plus of Iceberg.
Slow and methodical, stabbing his prey to death like a wounded animal. David Young is crawling on the outside of the ring, and the bloodthirsty Iceberg, like a shark in blood-filled water, has tasted the blood of David Young, and he is only going in for more.
Friends, if you have a weak stomach, you might want to consider turning away. Things look pretty ugly here for the Wildside Heavyweight Champ. Oh my God, Iceberg's getting a running start for something diabolical. Oh, my God!
David Young had his wits about him enough. He might have had that staring object dug into his forehead repeatedly, but he had wits about him enough to get the hell out of the way of a 600-pound freight train.
The table has turned. Young has just clocked Iceberg with his own instrument of torture. That ice pick, that potato peeler, whatever the hell it is. And Iceberg, I've been informed it's a vegetable peeler. And now it's peeling something else entirely. Ugh.
And now the Iceberg is bleeding.
A lot of blood is being shed here in your main event.
David Young's got a chair!
I think the person who invented the chair did not have that use in mind.
Scotty Wren, the ticking time bomb, is elated at ringside. And David Young's coming up here.
Oh, this is not promising.
Oh, my God!
Young is standing on the announcing platform.
David Young is on the announcer's booth. What the hell is David Young gonna do? He is here amongst us. The Iceberg is down below. The heavyweight champion, Satan, off the announce table, and we've lost our stationary cam monitor. Oh, my goodness.
David Young goes flying through the air onto a bleeding Iceberg. I don't know if it's worth the risk that was taken. But Iceberg seems to be down lying in a pool of his own blood. Young is slowly regaining some composure, getting to his feet, bringing that chair into that ring. Referee Speedy Nelson showing lenience out the yin-yang, suffice to say. Scotty Wren handcuffed to Jeff Bailey at ringside. And Iceberg knows not what he's in for.
David Young swings the chair. The Iceberg is out of the way. Young goes for a hip toss. Not a wise maneuver on a man with such a weight advantage. Belly to back suplex by the Iceberg.
Now the blood loss from both these competitors is getting to past the point of being scary. You run the risk of blacking out with the amount of blood that has been shed in this match. Hell, the ring apron is becoming a crimson mask. Scotty Wren keeping the potato peeler for safekeeping, or as safe as anything that Scotty Wren's involved in.
Big chop in a corner by the Iceberg.
We've seen some incredible encounters with David Young, Rick Michaels, and AJ Styles for the Wildside Heavyweight Champion. A charge from Iceberg. Oh. And David Young goes careening into the corner. Oh, dear. The champion. Oh, and a baseball slide and a low blow in the attempt. Things do not look at all good for David Young.
We could see a new Wildside Heavyweight Champion before our very eyes, but is that even what Jeff G. Bailey wants? Does he want Iceberg to walk away with a heavyweight title, or does he simply want Iceberg to soften up David Young, to destroy David Young, so we can put that heavyweight title around the waist of the role model Jason Cross? And I know Jason Cross could win that belt on his own if he put heart, if he put dedication forth. But he's always got to go the cheap route with Bailey, and he can, with Bailey being the CEO of Wildside exactly. But now Iceberg pummeling David Young. Iceberg got him. Spin out powerbomb for the second rope by David Young.
David Young, God bless you, my man. Where you get that power from, I have no idea, but spread it around, please. I think even Young seems to be surprised at what he just pulled off. A powerbomb on quarter ton plus of Iceberg. Young is heading up. Beautiful, beautiful moonsault onto Iceberg. Oh, and the no pain train gets a shoulder up.
Absolutely amazing.
What an encounter. What an effort being shown here this week by Wildside Heavyweight Champion David Young. It's not over yet, my friends. Now, you know, talking about your theories earlier on, maybe Iceberg wants to be the Wildside Heavyweight Champion. Let's throw another fly in the ointment here.
Interesting. God knows there's enough questions surrounding this whole situation.
What the hell?
Spinebuster by David Young. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. What the?
Referee Andrew Thomas has called time.
The hell are you talking about time? It's a heavyweight title match.
Referee Andrew Thomas has called the time. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Wildside senior official and guest timekeeper Andrew Thomas
has informed me that the time limit has expired.
Conveniently,
What the hell is that crap? That is bullshit.
Hang on, just as soon as David Young was setting Iceberg up for the spinebuster, that he actually managed to commit, which is a miracle in itself.
And the question is, could David Young have pinned him? It's Blackout!
And Blackout now attacking the unhandcuffed Scotty Wren. That's a bad maneuver on the part of Blackout, but Blackout's taking out the ticking time bomb.
Jason, Adam, get down here too. Let's leave him for dead tonight.
Oh no. Blackout trying to handcuff the ticking time bomb Scotty Wren to the top rope. And Iceberg's on David Young.
Make him pay.
Who's taking AJ Styles?
AJ Styles and Tank hopefully evening things up here. Oh no, Iceberg. With those big hand-fisted shots to AJ Styles, Jason Cross. Oh, and Adam Jacobs. Oh.
Iceberg just decapitated AJ Styles.
Get Young too, Iceberg. Get him again. Oh, yeah.
Jeff Bailey's having his way here
tonight. Who the hell do you think you are, David Young? Messiah of the spine buster my ass. There's only one goddamn Messiah in this building, and you're looking at him. Splash him, Iceberg! Splash that David Young to death! I want him to die tonight. Oh my God. How does that feel, Tank? You've got no business out here, and you're gonna find out why. Oh yeah. Rain Man, get on Scotty Wren. Get that son of a bitch too.
Bailey's goons are taking out all their nemesis in one full blow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is grim. Oh, no!
Oh, yeah. Get on Styles! Get on him! He wants to stick his nose in our business. You're not going to be on no damn pay-per-view, AJ Styles. You're going straight to hell tonight. Choke the life out of him, Homicide. Oh, yeah. Splash David Young again, Iceberg. He's still moving.
Oh, no, another splash from Iceberg.
It's Styles in the middle of the ring. I want to see Iceberg splash him, too.
The man that Tank had the argument with earlier,
Iceberg.
Rick Michaels, is conspicuous by his absence.
That's right.
Last week on Wildside,
Bill Barnes, why don't you come down here and make the save?
Michaels was out here with all these troops.
Where's your golden boy?
Where is he?
Styles. My God, do it again, Iceberg. I don't want him to be able to perform. Get him again. You're gonna die, AJ Styles. How does that feel? Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Oh, my God. Oh, look at that blood. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, yeah. How does that feel to drown in your own blood, David Young?
Bailey is positively drooling out of the slaughter that his goons are committing to David Young, AJ Styles, Scotty Wren, and Tank.
This is not yours, David Young. You have disgraced my title for far too long. And I'm telling you now, you take this home and you take some pictures with it, because this is the last damn night you're ever going to hold that. Let's go, guys. They're dead.
Now, Rick Michaels was here earlier. We saw him in a match with Tank.
And there was a little post-match tete-a-tete, a little argument between Tank and Rick Michaels. Could that altercation have led to Rick Michaels not coming out here?
Oh, dear, no, Andrew Thomas is beating the hell out of Speedy Nelson.
Andrew. Beautiful.
God, I swear there's something in the water up here.
We've left him for dead. On June 19th, professional wrestling changes forever with TNA. Total non-stop action. History in the making. 52 weeks every Wednesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern. Top NWA superstars from around the world. Guest celebrities in the ring. And the luscious TNA girls. It's only $9.95. TNA. Every Wednesday starting June 19th. Wednesday nights will never be the same. Call your local cable operator or satellite provider to order.
tonight. And I fought like I do every night. I fought like it could be the last night I ever stepped in the ring. I fight every fight, Jeff Bailey, going into that ring not knowing if I'm going to walk out with this belt or not. And tonight, you damn well tried your best to make sure it was the last night I ever carried this belt to the ring. I laid there tonight with blood running in my eyes, Bailey. I tried to look around the ring. I saw my friends laying all over the ring. It looked like a war zone. I saw all of my friends laying in the ring, except for one. You know something, Jeff Bailey? I didn't start this war. I didn't ask for this war, Jeff Bailey. You started this war. But by God, I'm going to finish it.
What a force! What did Onyx do to deserve this?
He did. The referee on record, Speedy Nelson, disqualified Iceberg.
All of you people, a nobody, somebody who's always gonna be on the other side of the velvet rope, a nobody, and tonight he's gonna die. Oh yes, you know what to do, Iceberg. Oh, what the hell got him?
The dressing room has opened up, and like the Red Sea is parting,